Alright folks, we're here up at Long Lac. We're fishing with Aaron Case's dad Glenn at their fishing camp, and we just got set up and we're pulling up these splake. Beauty little splake. This one's a little bit bigger than the last one, but this dinner bell is working great. Yeah, all right, a little bit bigger than the last one. This looks like it's gonna be a good day. Stay tuned, you're watching Fuel and Fire TV.
Life offers no guarantees, but the one thing we've learned for sure is that the time we have is indeed precious. The more time we spend with family, friends, and with nature can make the difference between living a good life and living a great one. Join us on our quest to be participants rather than observers, to learn from our mistakes, to share our successes and our failures, as we spend all of the time we have chasing our dreams, fueling our passion, and fueling the fire in the great outdoors.
All right, folks, we're up here in Greenstone Country. We're in Long Lac at Lochlomond Camp. I'm here with Glenn and his son, Bone. I don't know if it's Bone Senior and Bone Junior, but these guys have a fishing camp and a bear camp up here in Long Lac, and we're about to go out onto some backcountry lakes looking for some specks, some splake. What else we got? Walleye, Pike is a bycatch, right? Perch. I mean, this is it. This is fishing at its best. We had a great drive in. It's a 10-hour drive from Manitoulin Island. We saw some northern lights.
That was amazing.
That was just an awesome drive. We're ready to go out on the lake. So yeah, we're just getting set up in a new spot here because we were a little bit too deep. We got a nice little splake on a dinner bell. Like that just literally touched the bottom. Just a nice little splake in one of these back lakes. We're gonna get him back down the water. Yep, he's got it. Oh, geez, I got a double header, Donnie. Hang on. This guy's up. I got him too. Yeah, baby. Oh, this guy's better. Man, they came in furious there. Look at these great little splake. Man, that was fast and furious. They just came flying in. I'm gonna get them back down the hole. Yep. It's a little guy, but he's fighting here. So what we're using to catch these splake, this is pretty successful today. It's just a Williams. It's the gold and silver. And I've taken off those little, those other hooks there that I find they just get in the way a lot of times. Now the other lure that we're using today, Bone got me set up on these. It's a frostbite lure, and they've got these little agitators in there in the middle of them, kind of like a Swedish pimple, but they come in all sizes, tiny ones, and they're just great lures. So we're gonna get set up again. Actually, Bone is just about 40 feet from me. He's fishing 26 feet. Let's go check in on him and see how he's doing.
fighter. Well, that's a nice little splake for these inland lakes. It's a good fish. Okay. So on these little back lakes that we're fishing, one thing you have to remember is that the minnows that are in these lakes are not too big. So this would probably be the average size, if not smaller. So I try to use a smaller spoon. Here's a clam leech flutter spoon. I know Neil's also using a little dinner bell, so you really want to match the hatch. I mean, you don't want to use something too big that they're not going to be able to get in their mouth either. So the biggest thing that I do is I hook it in the back, and I try to make that as vertical as possible. And then one thing with splake that I've learned over the years is they're a cross between a speck and a lake trout, of course. So I find they're feisty, like a lake trout. So I always try to keep my bait moving as much as possible. Some days you will get them really good on still lines, don't get me wrong, but I find that the funnest way to catch them is, of course, watching your electronics and just keeping your rod moving.
All right, here we go. We'll pull this out of here. And these things got a little bit of scrap to them, and they're hitting this dinner bell like crazy. Fish frostbite here. Where is he? Hang on, and he's a little eager here. For small fish, they do love to scrap. But that's awesome. Awesome. All right, we got a limit of 5 on these splake, so we're gonna keep a couple and we're gonna fry them up tonight back at the lodge. Awesome. Stay tuned, folks. You're watching Fuel the Fire TV. Yeah. There we go. Nice little speck. I know we're gonna pan fry some of these. Again, a nice little dinner bell. Beautiful little specky here. Gorgeous fish. I love these things. They're delicious. So fun to catch. See if we can get another one. Yep. Little guy. Trying a different presentation here. He's decent fish. Hang on. A way bigger presentation. I'm using a pink frostbite. Gorgeous little fish. I'll show you what I'm using. So I'm using this little frostbite. It's actually a bigger one. It's 1.5 inch. But tip that with a minnow and have at her. Hang on. What? I didn't even put that down. Look at that little guy. Oh, my bell. Oh, got my bell too. A beauty little brookie. Colors like crazy. Awesome.
feisty little creatures. Another one for the pan. So pretty. You can see this is a ministry fish. These ones are actually clipped, as you can see. Oh, that's a nicer one.
See the blue and the red in the...
Yeah, very pretty.
Nice little fish.
All right, man, what a great afternoon we had. Despite a little bit of a slow start because of me, we made it into one of these backcountry lakes. This is a put and take.
This is a put and take lake. Yep, the M&R puts these here for us to take them.
So they put them in here. They want you to take them. It's a tourism-based industry, and you know, these fish were feeding on bloodworms. You caught yours on just a regular little flosser.
Yep.
Like just and you were using a dinner bell. I was using a dinner bell. We almost got our 3-man limit again. I didn't pull my weight, but I did get to feel what it's like to catch one of these beautiful, beautiful Northern Ontario speckled trout. What a great afternoon. Awesome. We're having a great time up here near Long Lac at Lochlomond Camp. Great fishing opportunity. Stay tuned. We will be right back. Hey folks, I'm up here with Aaron Case. We're in the municipality of Greenstone, which is in northwestern Ontario. Now, we're up here at your parents, Glenn and Kathy. They've got a camp called Lochlomond Camp.
Lochlomond Camp.
Right,
Yep.
so it's a fishing camp. They do bear hunts in the fall.
Yep.
And they've had it for
10 years.
a decade, right? Now, Greenstone is renowned for its fishing opportunity. And
Absolutely.
we have been getting the crash course from Glenn and Bone here about just the variety and amount of fish.
Yep.
We went for Splake. We had some crazy Splake for supper the other day. And we also got some brook trout.
Yep.
Right? They're on it's a put and take fishery.
Yep, the ministry puts them there for us to take them.
So we're gonna create this little snack for lunch before we head out on the lake, and we're gonna be cooking some brook trout.
Some brook trout.
So what are we gonna do?
So we're going to take a little bit of flour.
'Kay.
We'll put just enough to cover the bag.
You tell me what.
Yep, that's good.
Good there?
Yep.
Okay.
We're just going to give them a light dusting.
Yep.
So we're going to put maybe a quarter tablespoon of Old Bay in there. Don't want a lot.
You tell me when. Oh,
That's a little
too
bit,
much.
little
Okay.
bit too much.
I'll just put a little bit in there. You tell me when to
Yep.
stop.
Good.
Okay. Put this back. Making a mess of Kathy's kitchen here.
So we're going to put about a quarter tablespoon of salt in.
Salt. That's this.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
That's good there.
I like pepper, so load her up with pepper.
All right. Let's dump some pepper in there.
That looks good there.
Okay.
And we'll put a little bit of dill weed in.
You tell me when.
Yep, that looks good. So then we're going to shake this up. We're going to mix this up, and this is something that anybody can do at home. It's
Right.
Very easy to do.
If you know when you're watching the show and I'm cooking, you know it's going to be easy because I'm not my mother-in-law where we follow great recipes. Now these fish, they're such a gorgeous fish. Lake trout, speckled trout are some of the prettiest fish. When you catch them and they come up out of the water, they got those purple dots. It's such a nice fish. And these are like, this is a delicacy.
It sure is. It's
Right.
one of my favorite fish to eat. Absolutely.
The color of the meat it reminds me of almost a steelhead.
Yep. Yep.
Or maybe even a coho,
Coho.
right?
Yep.
Out of the Great Lakes. But so we're just gonna lightly dust
We're just
these.
going to lightly dust those.
Okay. Just put them all in there or one at a time?
Whatever you want. I usually do them all.
Okay. Close that up. Make sure we've got them all coated. I think the key is Old Bay.
I think so too. It's a good spice, but you can overuse it. So let them sit for a minute. Let some of those salts
Flavors.
and spices go in, and then we'll get the pan ready and we'll start cooking them up.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Okay, so one thing I've noticed when we're cooking these specks with the skin on, because the skin will get nice and crispy, is I always start with the meat down. Do that for 3 or 4 minutes, and then we'll flip it over the skin side and let it get a little bit crispy. Okay, so with these full body specs, same thing. You want them battered inside and out. And I find they take a little bit longer to cook, but when we're done, we'll be able to peel them right off the bone and it'll be amazing.
All right, it looks like this is done to perfection, but we're gonna put it to the taste test. So let's see what we're talking about here. It's beyond good, dude.
Super,
It is beyond good.
super mild.
Like, it is so mild. There's not gonna be any left for lunch.
So with these full ones, you can literally go down the backbone and you can pull the meat right off.
And it just flakes right off.
Yep.
Oh, and then the bones stay behind.
Yep.
Dude.
Delicious, eh?
That is fantastic. That's this week's Wild Game Kitchen up here in Greenstone Municipality. We're at Lochlomond Lodge with Glenn, which is Bones' dad. And thanks to your mom for letting us use her kitchen. And, you know, like Joel Terrio always says, you got to get out fishing because you know what? Fish bite every day.
Every day.
We got to get going because we're going to catch some fish this afternoon. Right after we're done eating this fish. Oh, it's tiring me out. But you know what? It's worth it because we're here up at Hollow Rock Lake, which is in Greenstone Municipality. I guess it's Greenstone Tourism. And we're hunting walleyes and we're hunting pike. Some head shakes on there. Easy, easy. It's like the center pin drags. Come flying out of there. That's a good pike. Perfect size pike. This is a great eating fish. This cold water pike in Greenstone, man, it's just awesome.
Fillets on them later.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. Oh yeah, it's on. It's on. It's on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Get through the hole. Get through the hole. Come on, head first. Can't get him through the hole. Come here. There we go. Nice. Just switch spots, went a little bit deeper. There we go. First pike of the day for me.
I don't know, you hit that hard. Look at how gold that fish is. I don't know if that's the sun that's setting or if that's how awesome it actually is, but I am gonna burn that into my memory bank and remember it. Bones on one too. Here we go.
Feels like you got a decent pike on here. I don't know how big it's gonna be. That pike. Nice little pike. If I was gonna keep one to eat, that'd be about the size right there. We're gonna put him back.
Pike or walleye? Walleye. Yeah. Oh no, he's gonna get wrapped around the camera.
You got him?
Yeah, but he's wrapped around the camera, Johnny. Can you feel him pulling on there?
No, not anymore. Oh yeah. No, not anymore. You're good. Pull him out.
This is a good fish. Up here in Greenstone, catching greenbacks with Bone and his dad Glenn out of Lochlomond Lodge. We need a couple more like this. See if we can get ourselves a limit for some walleye dinner. Feels like a little walleye. Feels like a little walleye. Fighting like a little walleye that I'm gonna eat. That's it, that's a Greenstone tourism. Greenstone Municipality. Lochlomond Camp. Walleye, pike, you name it, it's up here. All right, folks, that wraps up a crazy weekend up here in Greenstone territory, just around Long Lac. And we're staying with Bone and his dad, Glenn. We're out at Lochlomond Camp, and we're fishing, what lake is this one? Hollow Rock. We've been lighting it up. Johnny has had a great day. He wanted to get some pike, and pike he got. That's because we're out here fueling our passion, we're fueling the fire, and we're getting outdoors. We will see you guys next week.